Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Swift Wellness. I am Ashley, and for the next 30 minutes, we're gonna be crushing on some core, some glutes, and of course, our back. As always, this is a no equipment necessary workout, but if you want to make it more challenging, feel free to grab a light set of weights, a set of 3 or 5s, and a mini band for any modifications or challenges that you may need. If you prefer shorter workouts than this 30-minute set, make sure to check the other videos in our channel for quick, no warm-up, no cool-down workouts for your day. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any videos that we upload each week. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's walk it out to a bird dog position on the center of your mat. We're gonna just start off with a few cat cows today, pushing into your hands, arching your back. Big extension all the way through. Pushing up and arching, just trying to warm up that back, those glutes, those shoulders. 2 more, and then we're gonna pop into a hand plank today. So you got 1 more. I want you to walk it out into that high hand plank. Pop those hips up. Keep that weight directly over those hands. Squeeze. We're going to start with a slow mountain climber today, bringing that knee in and out. If you want to go ahead and speed it up, you can, but just stay nice and slow through this warm up. Bring that knee in and out. Just thinking about warming up through that chest. Knee in, knee out. Same thing. If you want to get a little bit crazier, speed it up, get your heart rate going, you can. But you're just keeping it nice and steady, warming up that core. On that next one, you're going to bring it back, and I want you to bring that opposite knee to that opposite, or that same elbow to that same knee. Same thing. Of course, if you need to, even for the warm-up, you can drop down to that knee. Take that same knee, bring it to that elbow. You're just warming up. If you've got that knee planted, do 3 on each side, and then switch. Same thing, again, just warming up, knee to elbow. And then on that next one, we're gonna pop it back up again into that high plank. I want you to take that opposite knee to the opposite elbow, getting a twist through those obliques. Opposite, opposite. Stay nice and tall, planting through those hands, alternating, twisting, all the way across. Guys, got it. We're almost done with the warm-up. I promise you don't have to be on your hands. You don't have to be on your plank. After this warm-up, just keep twisting through the end. Got 2 more. And then I want you to stay into that plank. We're gonna hold it through the end of the warm-up song. Squeeze your core, squeeze your plank, hold, hold. And then we're gonna sink back as soon as this song ends. Take 1 deep breath. Sink those knees, drop down into child's pose. Take 3 long deep breaths. All right, guys, so we're gonna start off today on a first round of our back exercises. So if you have a mini band, this is the time that you're gonna use it. Of course, as always, if you don't have a mini band, don't worry about it. But if you have one handy, you're gonna take that mini band, you're gonna place it right above your quads, and you're gonna meet me on your stomach. We're going long, arms extend. We're gonna go into Superman. I'm gonna show you the hard one first, and then I'll show you the modification. So face to the ground, I'm looking, keeping my gaze down. I'm pulling up through the chest and through the arms, and then back down. Pulling up and down. If you want to alter it, you want a little bit of a modification because that's too difficult. Take your opposite hand, your opposite arm, and you're pulling up against your opposite leg. Thinking about pulling up so that just your pelvis is on the ground, your shoulders pull up, your chest pulls up. The only thing that's on the ground and is balancing is that pelvis. So think about pulling up and pulling up. You're here for a minute. You've got 30 seconds. So whichever one you are doing, whether you're pulling up through your chest or you're alternating, you're thinking about pulling through, rolling those shoulder blades back, just that pelvis is on the ground. You've got 10 seconds, so pulling all the way and then all the way back down. You're using the strength of that low back for 5 seconds, and then we're going into just our legs. 3, 2, and 1. Take those hands, bring them down. Face goes into the ground. You're taking those legs and you're lifting just from the legs and then lowering. Use your hands to rest your head and then lower and raise those legs. Again, it's not how high you can raise it. I want you to focus on this low back. You're pulling up and coming back down. If you have the band, you want to keep the resistance so that you're pressing away, working that glute med as well as the glutes. All the way up and all the way down. Don't focus on anything else but your legs as you raise and lower. All the way up and down. You guys got it. You got 15 seconds. And then we're gonna swim it out into some swimmers. So again, pressing all the way up and then all the way back down. 5 seconds. 3, 2, arms go back long. We're gonna speed it up exactly like we did before. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. Speed it up as quickly as you can. You're burning out through those glutes, through that low back. You can keep your quads off the ground. Think about going as quickly as you can, but you don't want to bend through the knees. You want to keep long limbs pulling each way across the room and across the room. So pulling all the way. You've got it. You've got 30 seconds. You're swimming it out. And then we're gonna get off this set of back. We're gonna get up into our hands. So enjoy this little bit of time that you're on your belly, on your stomach. Again, keep going. You've got 20 seconds. Pushing all the way through. There should be a big fire in that low back. You've got it. Keep pressing all the way through. 10 seconds. Swimming out, raising those legs, lowering those legs. 3, 2, and 1. Now you're gonna come meet me into a plank row. Of course, if you have your weights with you, I would say a 3 or a 5. If you don't have weights, don't worry. You're gonna get up into that high hand plank. You're gonna take that same arm, you're gonna row it up, and then you're gonna put it back down, and then shift. So you're thinking about really stabilizing through the core, stabilizing through the pelvis as you pull and pull. Of course, if you need to, you can always drop to your knees and row from here, because I want you to focus on that core. Think about pushing through, staying nice and long, nice and tall as you pull up. If you find that that's too easy, you can always take the opposite hand to the opposite shoulder in a shoulder tap to challenge your balance just a little bit more. But what I want you to do is I want you to focus on pulling up and up. Think about using that back, using that big powerful muscle, challenging your balance, challenging your core as you raise up, up. Good, you got it. You got 10 seconds. And then we're gonna meet back into a bear plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, and sit back on your knees. You're gonna walk back to the back of your mat. Just pop up, knees just barely balance over the floor. You're gonna take 1 step forward, and then you're gonna bring those knees forward. 1 step forward, knees forward. Same thing, you're gonna go backwards, back, 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 back. Think about stabilizing through the core, staying nice and tall. Of course, again, if you need to, you can always drop to your knees. From here, you're just popping up that knee and then shifting the hands, shifting the knees, hands, knees. Same thing, guys, but you want to, if you have to, you can always balance, just hold this plank. You've got 30 seconds, but you're challenging your core. Taking 2 steps, 2 hands, 2 steps, 2 hands. Staying always, trying to stack that shoulder directly over that wrist. You've got 10 seconds. We're gonna sink back into child's pose, and then we're gonna switch over to our glutes. You got it, you've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Come down, meet me in child's pose. We're gonna switch over to the first set of glutes today. So again, if you have weights, you always have that challenge to take that weight, and we're gonna put it behind our knee in donkey kicks. If you don't have weights, of course you don't need to. We're gonna start in that bird dog position, stack that shoulder directly over that hand. We're gonna start off on the left side, so this whole set is the left side working. We're gonna start with a donkey kick. So taking that knee, starting at 90 degrees, you're gonna press up and towards the ceiling, watching that you're not arching your back. You're gonna hold your core in and then bring it back down. Press up and down, up and down. You're here for a minute. You're gonna feel that glute. We're gonna work just the left side for this first set, then we'll switch to the right. We've got one more set of back, and then you're out of here today. 30 seconds, guys. Of course, if you've got that weight, you've got it tucked right behind that knee. Gives a little extra difficulty, that squeeze into that knee as you're pressing up into that glute and back. You've got 15 seconds. We're gonna hold it high. I'll tell you when, and then we're gonna go into a hurdle today. Got it, 10 seconds remain. Squeezing through the core, pressing all the way up into that donkey kick. You've got 3, 2, and hold it up. For this next part, I want you to take that knee. You're gonna hold onto it, you're gonna open it up, bring it to the side, and then close it down. So think about you're almost trying to take that knee and bring it to that elbow as you bring it down. Of course, you're not trying to dump into that opposite side. You're pressing up, opening it around. You're making a big circle with that knee. So holding nice and tall. Again, if you have that weight, it's the added challenge. Squeezing onto that weight as it goes all the way around. So press up, open, and back down. Of course, if you need to, the modification, you can always drop to your forearms. Gives you a little bit more stability as you open up and rotate through and down. Good, you guys got it. You've got less than 10 seconds left. And then we're gonna add into a little curl. So you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and again, meet me in that same position. If you wanna be on your forearms, you absolutely can. You're starting in that position, holding the core tight. Knee comes up and your body is in one long line. We're gonna extend long in that hamstring curl. You're gonna take that foot flex, you're gonna pull it back in. So that knee never drops, squeezing all the way through and then pressing all the way back out. By this point, your glutes and hamstrings are probably on fire. So I want you to kind of bear into it. This is the last side and the only time that we'll be on this side today. So just squeeze all the way through. Bring that heel to your hiney. Back out and in. You've got 15 seconds. And we've got one last thing on this side. And then you're off. Then this left glute is free. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee down. You're gonna meet me in a plank. We're gonna finish off on this left side with a plank glute lift. So I'm gonna take that left leg and I'm gonna just raise it and then bring it back down. Raise and back down. Of course, the scaled version is always coming down to your knees and lifting that leg. So what I'm not concerned about is how high you can get that leg, but that you're pushing from the glute. If you feel it in your low back and you don't feel it in your glutes, I would encourage you to come down to your forearms and press from here. Get that stable core, squeeze through the glutes and then press. And then back down. Guys, got it, you've got 10 seconds. I'm gonna let you sink back into child's pose before we switch to the other side of seat today. Keep going, you've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and good job, guys. Sink back down. We're gonna switch over to the right side now. So now you know exactly what's coming. So if you used weights on the other side, you're gonna use weights on this side. So again, we're gonna start off with donkey kicks. Starting in that position, stacking those shoulders directly over those hands, keeping that 90-degree bend, holding the core in tight, flex that foot, you're gonna press up, bring it back in, and up. Same thing, you're here for a minute, so I want you to squeeze all the way through it, and back down. Again, focusing on keeping that body in one line, that shoulder stacked directly over. If you ever need to, you can always walk down to the forearms as you're pressing. That gives you more balance. But again, it's not how high you can press that foot. It's the full range of motion as you're going through. And we are not symmetrical beings, so this might be challenging on this side, might be harder than your other side, that's okay. You wanna just think about pressing and coming back. Again, pressing, whether you're on your forearms or you're on your hand, it doesn't matter. As long as you're holding that core in, press. We've got 15 seconds, then you know it's coming. We're gonna hold it up. We're gonna go into those hurdles. Again, press up and back. Got 5 seconds, and then you're gonna hold it up in 3, 2, and 1. Open it up and around, and then bring it down. Again, keeping that 90 degrees. Even as I turn around, that knee never leaves 90 degrees. Stays nice and tall, means I'm using my glutes, using my core to press around, and then back down. Same thing, press up and around. You guys got it. Just over 30 seconds left. Love seeing all of you work hard today, really focusing on using all of the pieces of your glutes today. Not just that big glute muscle, but also the side seat. That side glute is your gluteus medius. That is the one that never gets worked nearly enough and is so important. So again, trying to really get through that full range of motion. You got it, last 10 seconds. You got it, 5 seconds. 3, 2, and then hold it up. You're gonna go into that hamstring curl, reach, reach, reach. Pull it back in. Think about pulling in that heel directly into that glute, and then extend. Pull it in and extend. Think about really using that hamstring. If you don't feel that hamstring just on absolute fire, you're not flexing that foot, you're not squeezing in. Pulling back and squeezing in. It's the movement that makes those hamstrings strong, not letting that knee drop, right? We want to keep it up nice and high. Extend and curl in. Again, you've got about 30 seconds left in this exercise, and then we have one more exercise, which means you have 90 seconds left of this side of seat, and then you are done with all the glute exercises today. So extend, keeping that leg long, and press. Check in with yourself, make sure you're nice and stable, you're not tipping. You've got 3 seconds, 2, and 1. Walk up to that hand plank and finish off with that leg lift. Again, holding the core tight, shoulders directly over hands. If you need to, and you did on the other side, drop that knee down, extend and lower. Same thing, you've got 45 seconds, that's all that's left on this side. And then we're gonna sink back into child's pose, one more side of back, and you are free today. You've thoroughly worked both sides of your glutes. 30 seconds remain. Good, guys, same thing, focus on those glutes. If you're feeling it in your back, it means you're not activating those glutes. Keep that movement small, press through that foot, the leg is long, you've got 10 seconds, that's it. Keep raising and lowering that leg, finish off strong, you've got it, stay nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, and sink back into child's pose. That is the end of your seat work today. Sink all the way back. We have already done one set of back today, so we are gonna do another set. So go out long, lay down on the ground, pulling all the way up and all the way back down, up and back down, up and back down. If you need to modify, you're reaching that long arm and opposite leg, pulling up and up, up. Good work, guys. You're here for 1 minute. Think about pulling from the shoulders, pulling from the glutes, so just your pelvis is on the ground, staying super tall today. Each time you pull up, this is the moment where you should feel it in the low back, using all of those stabilizers as you pull up higher to the sky, up and up, up and up. You guys got it. You got 10 seconds, and then we're gonna go into those legs today. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Same thing again. We're just going into those leg lifts and then pulling all the way up, up, all the way. Good job, guys. You got it. Stay nice and tall, using those hips, pulling from the pelvis, using the strength of the low back and the glutes. Again, it's not as important how high you can get those legs. It might be a very small movement. You're just resting your forehead on your hands and pulling up and back. Pulling up and back. Staying nice and tall, guys. Pulling those legs super long, pointing those toes toward the back of the room. Lift and lower, lift. You've got 15 seconds. Again, that fire should be in your low back. Pulling all the way up and then all the way back. You've got it. You've got 5 seconds, guys. Stay nice and tall, pulling all the way. Go 3, 2, 1. Extend your arms. Now we're going right into it. Quick swimmers, same thing. You guys know what's here. Trying to go as quickly as possible. Burn out for that next minute. Moving quickly, using both those arms, both those legs. Long arms, long legs, pulling from the core, sitting on that pelvis, using that back. This is the last back exercise that you have of this entire workout. Use everything that you have for the next 30 seconds. You should just feel just those hip bones sitting on the mat. Point up, up with your opposite arm, opposite leg, staying tall through this, making sure you take long, deep breaths. You've got 15 seconds, and then we're coming back into that plank row. As before, we're popping up to those hands in 10 seconds. Pull 1, pull 2. You've got it all the way. You've got 3 seconds, 2, and 1. Walk it up into that plank. Again, if you have the weights and you were using them before, use them again if you want that challenge. Walk up into that high hand plank. Opposite hand can reach to opposite elbow, or same arm, same side. Pull up, 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 up. And then of course, just like before, feel free to drop to your knees. But if you dropped to your knees last time, challenge yourself to stay in that plank this time. Maybe it's a quick shoulder tap. Maybe it's a full row with a weight. Whatever you have today is what you have. But you've got 25 seconds as you're pulling. Pull, pull, pull. Good. Stay nice and strong, guys. You've got it. You can always drop to your knees, but keep those arms pulling and relaxing. Pull, pull. You've got 10 seconds, and then we have one last exercise of class, and then you are done. Got 3, got 2, and 1. Meet me in that bird dog position. Those knees balanced just over the ground. Take 1 step, 2 step with your hands. 1, 2 with those knees. 1, 1, 2, 2. And then again, back it up, back, 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 back. This is your last minute of class. Stay nice and strong, engaging the core, tipping the pelvis, stacking that shoulder directly over the hands, squeezing through the core. This is it. This is your last 30 seconds of class, and you are free. We'll finish off in child's pose. We'll hit our cool down, and you are free. So stay nice and tall. Walk it out. Bring those knees in. You've got 10 seconds, and then I want you to meet me in child's pose. You've got it. Stay nice and tall. You've got 5 seconds. You've got 3 seconds. 2, 1. Drop down, guys. That's it. And that is it, guys. You made it through a whole round effect of glutes. You did it. You crushed it today. So let's get into that cool down. Let's take those hands, interlace it behind your back. Get one big stretch. Should feel great for those shoulders. That back. Look to the sky. Big pull. Big deep breath. And take that opposite arm, sling it across, pull that left arm across with that right hand. One deep breath. And take it. You can pull your whole side body down to that right side. Feel a good stretch through that whole left body. Take a deep breath. Take that left arm, pull it up overhead. Big stretch. You can pull it to the side again and continue that side body stretch. Take that right arm across, big pull. Same thing, pull it down and across. It feels so good to stretch that body and those shoulders that worked hard today too, not just the glutes, not just the back. Arm goes straight up and overhead. And then we're gonna take those legs long, extend through those hamstrings and glutes. Take your legs long, take your hands up overhead, reach to the toes, grab onto the feet if you can. Of course, the shins work too, and then pull yourself down. Deep breath. If that's too much, you can always take one leg, take that flat foot right into the mat, take that opposite hand, pull all the way down into that leg. Should feel good stretch through your hamstrings. You keep that leg straight, keep that leg locked out. Pull down and switch sides. Then one last time, take those feet interlace your fingers, put the bottoms of your feet together, push down, open up those hips, deep breath. Pull that chest to the sky, open up, take the last big deep breath of class. And thank yourself for all the work that you did today, guys. Great work. You did it. Good work today. That 30 minutes, I know that my glutes and my back are on fire, so I want to hear it. Of course, if you did any of the challenges or modifications today, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you added a mini band, if you used any weights. I want to hear it all. And of course, make sure to check out the other videos in our channel. In the event that you ever want a shorter workout, we've got plenty of options. And also make sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss a single workout each week. Have a great day.